This should have never been made.
You can destroy it? Grace, sister, you're gonna have to explain a lot of things to me on how your actions made sense if that's the case.
Yes, destroy it. I can take it back as often as I'd like. Do you think you're the only one who has gone back in time?
I thought so! Well, Maho said it was getting it from R4's memories, and somehow R4 knew that she could do this. I thought so!
What? What do you mean?
This is the end!
Which one is this?
Damn you. It's you again.
You again?
Did it, everyone. I'm sorry. I think I'm done for.
Will I fall once more? Twice to the same goddess?
Oh.
What is that sword? It pierces not only my body, but deals such damage to my soul.
So it didn't take you out?
I must go to the next body, or my soul will disintegrate.
Nepgear. Nepgear,
Yeah.
snap out of it!
Okay.
Oh, how could you take your own life?
It's her. Perfect timing. I'll take her body at the first chance I get.
Oh, that shouldn't be possible from what we heard.
It didn't work this time either. You defeated R4, but I couldn't keep you from dying.
This time?
Nepgear, I will return to the past again. I will redo this as many times as I have to. The Gehaburn. It's because of this thing. This won't do. There has to be another way. A way to save both Nepgear and the world. Otherwise, why'd I go back in time at all?
Maho? Let me just rephrase. Again, I did not think this would work. Yes, the sword works for normal R4. See, I'm trying to determine what to... I think I can say this, okay? So, just to recap. Some past goddess was able to predict that we would need Gehaburn to defeat R4. To me, that doesn't... Unless they actually do have prediction powers. That doesn't seem like a prediction. That just seems like hey, this thing meant to take out this person might be helpful in taking them out later. Unless they predicted the Ice Crystal itself, which is the big issue in this, which they could have. I'm just spitballing, right? Then they would know, like, what would be the difference in using Gehaburn versus any other method. And once again, like I said, if I was Grey Sister, I would stick around to make sure that it actually worked. Being too creeped out, it's like, I understand, it's reasonable, but once again, the world has ended. The stakes are too high for me to say, okay, I can understand that you were feeling, no, this is your sole mission. You have to do what you need to do to eliminate all possibilities. And there were too many question marks on this timeline for me.
Back in time? What is the meaning of this? What is she doing?
Ziri, how much energy can be used?
Master, the share energy collected by the Gehaburn will allow for one jump.
So, and that's the case, keep it, observe for a few years, make sure things are okay, and then jump.
Okay, let's jump immediately.
I said that before, so I can still stand by that.
Understood. Initiating process. ETA 40 seconds until space-time transfer.
Time travel. Does that mean she knew everything from the start?
And, question. Does Ziri count as somebody she can take over?
I won't let you have your way. I will take advantage of this chance. I need a body, anything, even if it's a monster or a bug.
Oh.
I'll slip into their time travel in order to survive.
Well, I guess that can work too. Yeah, you don't need Ziri. And there you go.
This is the PC continent. I see. So this is how the Ashen Goddess kept managing to return to the past.
Yeah.
I've returned from near death and gained new power. It is time to resume the banquet of destruction and ruin.
Right. So is this the previous
And
timeline?
that is how I went to meet my past self and offered this. You will lose to the goddesses and Nepgear once more, but there is a way to avoid it. And I won the wager once more. I fused with myself from this timeline, gaining more power.
I see.
I allowed the Maho of this timeline to live in exchange for her labor. The R-Phone factory, the media manipulation towards the goddesses on Chirper, and all the other spy activities at Planetune. Everything went great. I thank you for that, Ashen Goddess.
Oh no. It's because I brought R4 from the future here.
I honestly expected something like that to happen. You were doing it way too much. If it was one time, sure, but the amount of times you were time traveling, something like that was bound to happen. It's like Thanos, bro. It's like, wait a minute. I am inevitable, all right? You can time travel, but I'm finna follow you back, and we gonna box in your time.
To be honest, it was a gamble. But I won. Big time.
Yes, though, again, I can't help but feel part of the issue is on my main characters. No one recognized the amount of stuff that this Maho was able to do without people realizing that there were two of them. Now, let me rephrase this, okay? If this Maho was responsible for getting close to Nepgear, I honestly think that would be make a lot more sense than the one without memories, because it would be for a purpose if this Maho did. The other one is just too coincidental, I feel. With as much time travel has happened.
I also copied the functionality of your time machine. Although it takes a little time to prepare, I can go to the past again.
I see.
Oh no.
Which might explain where the third Maho came from, the one without memories.
Once I return to the past, I can obtain as many IS crystals as I want.
Why would you tell us?
You'll never see it coming when I kill you all either. This is the ultimate power.
Stop! It actually is! You have chaos control. You can control time and space.
Villains with time travel abilities? A boss like that is no fun. They'd be impossible to ever beat.
I hate to mention it. I really do. Because I feel like her name has been a curse at this point. I listen to myself talk about it often. So I won't mention her name. But there's just, you need cheat abilities to fight them. Well, at least you would normally. I imagine they win somehow. I can think of a few ways, but we'll move on.
On top of that, she's just going to switch bodies every time we defeat her. What a pain.
I'm starting to think this is one of the greatest dangers we've ever faced.
I will move on, but there's something I would like to say about that.
No, it's not over yet. There's still a way to erase you.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Go ahead and try. Grey sister! Don't tell me that...
Your body and mine are one and the same.
Oh yeah.
In that case,
What was it? Pair annihilation due to the time paradox? But on the flip side, it's possible that you will simply be absorbed into me.
that's right. It's a gamble, like you said. But if we've got the slightest chance, I'm betting on it. You won't have your way!
Question. What's stopping this R4 from just taking over somebody else then after you do that?
Let's see who will absorb who. Or perhaps we'll both disintegrate.
Very well. I will absorb you.
What is this storm?
This happened back at Planet Tower. The time paradox is bending space-time. This turbulence feels familiar. Doesn't it resemble something?
That you've been through before?
Is this? Gearsey, why did you take out your end gear?
The space-time turbulence. According to my calculations... There it is! I knew the wavelength of this turbulence would match the trendy phenomenon!
I forgot about that part.
Hold on. Then...
Every time we make contact, something similar to the trendy phenomenon occurs. You didn't realize that? The cause of the trendy phenomenon is you.
What do you mean?
Every time you jump through time, you created time paradoxes.
Well, that makes sense.
You're a being who's out of their own time. You're a goddess rejected by the world.
That also makes sense. I was wondering how I still don't know how she stays transformed. But I get the game's not going to explain that part.
Your mere existence creates a rift in space-time that will destroy everything.
I'm going to destroy the world?
To be honest, you did. Right? You should have made this daggum thing.
That's right. The trendy phenomenon and the trendy disc are all your handiwork. You are the cause of everything. Now remember everything. Your sins.
I'm the one creating the time paradoxes. I see. So I'm...
Huh?
I'm Maho. I understand now.
Master, defensive maneuver.
What's going on?
You're wide open.
Oh, open. We have backup. All right, one of us being distracted is fine, but everybody?
Master,
Oh wait, they were trying to absorb each other. Wait, how did that? Wait, I thought it was like an instant process. It's not.
Oh no! She'll fall into the dimensional rift!
Gray sister, take my hand.
Can't do that. Somebody else.
No, this is fine, Maho. I'm sure this will get through to you.
Get through to me. My head.
Wait, are you trying to say? Wait a minute. There is a situation. Fortunately, I've seen a lot of stuff that I can think of.
Thank you for being my friend.
Wait, you just don't fall like that?
Gray sister.
Is that the end of Maho 1?
Gray sister and Ziri. They vanished.
Ziri 2? Nah, we should have. That's an L. We can't have that.
They were smiling in the end, weren't they?
Nah, Ziri, override your protocol. We need you.
That was too easy. Who knew they would fall into a dimensional rift that small?
But what I'm thinking is that Grey Sister is this current Maho. She's I don't know how the rift links back to her, but that's my thinking.
How dare you! R4!
You should be more worried about yourselves than someone who's already gone. Ha!
Wait, didn't... Wait. Where's the time machine? I thought if Grey Sister fell, Grey Sister had the Ice Crystal, didn't she?
Uni, come over here.
So... it should be gone. Wait, it's gone. As long as we... Wait. It should be at least, right?
What's going on here?
The space-time turbulence is increasing. The Gehaburn is tearing a hole in space!
Ha! Explain that. How is that even possible?
At this rate, it'll swallow the island whole. We have to get out of here.
Okay, they just making up powers now?
Ram, hang on! We're getting out of here! Connect with me. I know this. I know those words.
Maho, snap out of it!
Gearsey!
Let's run, Maho!
Yeah.
At least if they had said that it was, you know, the Mahos
What's going on here?
connecting that was doing it,
The floating island!
I can understand.
It's turned completely black.
Is this our force doing?
Oh, we're back here at the graveyard.
This is the game industry graveyard.
It's dangerous here. We should return to Planetoon and come up with a plan.
I mentioned that. Wait a minute. I need to go back to... Nah, I might not. There was some sub-event where I mentioned this. But anyways.
We can see the floating island from here. I'm glad that everyone is safe.
I mean, I get that the graveyard is coming up. The line about Gehaburn tearing through space, and that just threw me off.
Histy, what should we do now? R4 has taken the IS crystal, and Grace is now...
Gray Sister, you've made so many mistakes. Several ways that could have got. Gray Sister had control of the IS crystal. I mean, R4 could have gotten another one, I suppose, sure, but like, you have allies. Give it to one of them before you do that. Okay.
She can time travel now, too. Arbor sure got a lot of special abilities all at once. Someone should definitely nerf her.
It's not a matter of that. Like, oh, yeah, sure. That by itself is an issue, but it's how she got these abilities.
Yeah, someone should go and do that. Like, right now.
Anyway, the situation is dire. We need a new plan, and quickly.
This is bad. There are reports that trendy outbreaks are occurring everywhere.
So we relying on you to give us that info?
Not only that, but areas in the towns that have a suppression device set up are reporting that people are being frozen.
R4 could be using the game industry graveyard to amplify the trendy phenomenon in order to destroy space-time.
So it is time.
At this rate, game industry will...
How do we stop it?
It's okay. There is a way. Maho? Gray's sister. She left behind a blueprint for a modified sealing device. With this, I'm sure that...
I can start developing it right away.
You have that time?
Just tell me what you need.
Nepgear, your group can focus on the device. In the meanwhile, we'll split up and go help the other nations.
Okay, I'm assuming this is the part where I need to get the shares done. We need to talk. Hopefully, if things went according to plan, future me has removed many of the conversations that I had, so I can have this one. Okay, I probably just removed my conversation. My thing, I think, is just this. Based on how they win, I think, will determine what my overall thought process is. Oh, but I should probably speak on the, yeah. Wait, you might even beat Neptune when it comes to energy. We won't mention that, but what I was thinking is there is a case. Typically, when I think of time travel, one of my first peoples I think of is the Flash, Barry Allen, fastest man alive. And there was a case where Barry called out to the main villain. The main villain showed up, and that was essentially because the main villain was Barry himself. And I'm saying that to say, whatever the past Barry did, the future Barry would know. It seems like what this might be is that somehow, maybe are all the Mahos linked? Because they each have a shard? But then what about Ziri? What happened to Ziri? Oh, I'm not sure. Either way, I'm not completely lost yet. I can still follow. I just need a couple things clarified.
What to do?
But I think it's because I have a lot of experience in reading this type of stuff. And I've also had time to theorize, so. All right, I'm back, and I think it might be about time that we start talking about the endings. I don't know when the cutoff point is, but I think, well, we'll see.
You wanna go here?
Yeah.
You wanna go here? Wanna check out some gunshots?
Let's see what the next event is. There are more refugees from the other nations now. Why Planetoon specifically? Why isn't it being affected by you all? Or why aren't you all being affected? Yeah. Slowly getting bigger by the day. She's gathering share and you do that to prevent anyone from coming near it. She's created a dimensional vortex. So R4 can do that. Alright. And yeah, she now has removed the she got the shit. Yeah. Okay. Is that true? Then we have to hurry. Is there a reason for Maho to accomplish, like, there's no reason for the sacrifice plan anymore, right? Like, R4 has removed the limiter. You can't just do that. You have to do this. Wait. No. Henri, wait. Why does Maho need to rest? No, again, do people not understand the world is ending? Again, the sense of urgency. I didn't know the world was ending earlier in the game. But I would have been, there were so many moments where people were like, let's be considerate. No, the stakes are already high enough. I didn't think we would get to this point, but 3 of you can rest together. Can you afford that? You know, I'm playing another game. Well, no, not playing. In fact, when is this coming out? The series I'm uploading concurrently with this right now, which I actually might mention something with that. But there's a character in there that doesn't use sleep. It made me wonder. Well, no, the goddess transformations are honestly. We have Neptune's the main one I think of, and maybe Neptune's just lazy. Plutia too. But when they transform, it seems to tire them out. I was wondering if there was a way that they could, you know, theoretically stay awake using their abilities. Kind of similar to how Grey Sister. I still wonder how Grey Sister was able to stay transformed. But anyways. You rest a lot longer than, yeah. But it is true that you do work better if you get your rest. That is true. Though again, in some cases, I'm wondering, like, if the goal is just to get this done, I might push through. It's a judgment call. Maho, do you have your memories? I mean, as far as I know, you've never even met her. Though the other Maho did mention something that seems to imply she did meet her, to Uni. So maybe we'll get more information. Because she's why... You loved her a lot too. She said she was just pretending to have amnesia, but I think she really did want to say she loved her. Oh, that was the other Maho? I don't remember. The parts of the game I might have to refresh myself on. You know, there have been, I think the breaks for this game have been longer than any other, which is a shame, but my predictions haven't been gotten off too much, as I think you all could see, but souls or something? Should I proceed with the fusion? Yeah, our souls will simply share a vessel. What about it? You're gonna try the talk no jutsu route? It would help if you had your memories, because just my thing, all right? Talk no jutsu, people make fun of it now, but I think because of, well, probably 2 instances. But the reason it worked is because Naruto actually had something in common with the other person. It's a valid strategy. And truth be told, if Maho does get her memories back, she's the perfect person to try to attempt that. But without your memories, I don't know. You wonder if you can save her? Yeah. Again, just me. Ari is massively cool with all this. Because again, based on how time travel works, although we don't know the details on this Maho specifically, but I'm assuming that Maho, well, okay, no. Let me wind that back. Well, no. It could be that this Maho is the Grey Sister who also took out Amri's parents. Maybe they're not thinking of it like that. I'm just saying, maybe it's the confusion, you could say, that Amri doesn't know how to feel because there's so much going on, she can't keep it straight. Although she's reminding Maho of stuff right now, but I'm just saying, and Amri said that she could trust me. Look, I'm just trying to say, the only reason I was giving Maho so much leeway is because I assumed, based on the best possible case, if Maho was going to become a permanent member, was for her to not be villainous. And plus, if she was a good person, I didn't want to get people upset. But pretty much all the fears that I had, if I'm in Amri's shoes, I would not be this calm. I'm just saying. But did we have a more important goal to accomplish? And true, R4 is using or taking advantage of her. I need more details though before I can fully write her off. All I can say is that I can't expect her to know that it was normal, or the way her nation was being run was not normal. Although I do wonder, does she not have internet? Again, it wouldn't be surprising, or maybe they've sanitized their data core, and what I mean by that is maybe they've scrubbed all sensitive information that would allude to the other nations being run differently. I can believe that. Okay, though again, stakes for me. I remember what you really wanted, but that is you. I guess. All right, that's you. I got to give you that. No, I don't. No, I don't. Because if it was a me, that's the thing. I am the most hardest, actually, on myself. And if I saw myself, if I was responsible for doing a bunch of horrible things in the future, the me of me right now, would want somebody else to take me out. Because the me of right now does not want to be responsible for the pain and suffering of others. That's just me. I can't speak for everybody else, but so if there's another me, I'm be like, bruh, nah. Put them fists up, bro. I gotta box you. That's just me, though. So, let's get some rest. Did that change? See, I don't know when the cutoff point is. I probably should have asked for more specifics.
Going here?
Although these are just scenes, so. But real quick, let's just say the story that I'm uploading at the same time in this game, I recommend people checking it out, definitely. I uploaded the first part of it, which is Red Hood story because it reminded me of the Neptunia cast in particular. But the second part, actually, if I could give a character, it would be Chrome. Or R4. I may have to do a video just so I can get people to Okay, well, either way,
Let's take a little
let's
break.
keep moving.
Let's be careful.
Oh. Once again reminding me that they have dadgum models. Making them playable would have done a lot. Wait. Someone get this child, please. Please. Where are your parents? We need supervision here ASAP. Or let me just at least take you away from the edge. Okay, someone on the dev team had a joke. Oh, I was about to say, something wrong with my screen? What the heck? Huh? Am I missing something? How does this look like the Hill and Louis? You're on Planet Tower. Like, Planetoon, as far as I know, has some park areas, but a hill? Probably, but again, am I missing something? Don't know. Yes. Well, I'm assuming since R4 came back in the past one time, another you could have as well. In fact, that could have been one of your plans and you erased your memory to make sure. Yeah, that could be it. You erased your memory yourself to make sure that you wouldn't interfere or you would act naturally. Something like that. Because basically I'm thinking the Gray Sister that we know has to be a past version of you. Though again, if that's the case, because I was assuming this Maho never lost her memory. So why didn't Gray Sister... Okay, just gonna finish this thought. Gray Sister should have known. This is why I say we needed to know the story of the first Maho, because wait, no, I do believe the first Maho said something about recovering her memories. I have to go back and check. Shoot, I do not know. Dang it. All right, yep. Future me will have to handle that. Are you really Maho? I mean, yes, you transformed, Maho. There's no doubt about that. Starting to confuse you? Yes. You worried about me when I was going through losing my sister. You were the one who encouraged me time and time again. The one we took that picture with is none other than you. No one can replace you, Maho. I mean, that's actually factually not true. The other Maho did replace her, and it took you all a while to figure that out. But nevertheless, I get what you're saying. The Maho that you made memories with is the only Maho you're concerned about. Not Gray Sister, not the Maho of this dimension. The Maho you know is the Maho you know. Right, you're my BFF. You know, I should actually check and see what the Twit Gamer said during moments like this. But anyways, is that enough? And if you're wondering, it's because Uni's one of his favorite characters for very obvious reasons. If you know who is close to him at this moment. Well, actually, I don't know if things have changed. Last time I heard, no. But either way, point is, I believe he is a fan of Uni, and I'm not sure. Although he doesn't really. Well, either way, I'm curious if he had anything to say during these moments. Yeah, you're different from that Gray Sister or the Maho of this time period. Besides, the Maho who's our real friend isn't as smart as those. Yeah. It's true though. Without your memories, I mean, yeah, you remember a lot of, how to. I forgot what they call it, but it's not. I also wonder, how did Maho get that smart? Like, we gotta understand, for someone to get as smart as Maho, she would need, without a doubt, she would have been able to. You can't. The only way data scrubbing or something like that works is if the person in question doesn't know how to get past that. Well, I mean, she would have to know, but okay. If I give the developers the benefit of the doubt, that Maho gaining that knowledge is what allows her to meet her sister and possibly get these other thoughts. And then the people in charge don't pick up that she's doing this. If I already give them the benefit of the doubt. Thank you both.
You want to go here?
Okay. I wish I could go. I mean, I technically can go back. What was I trying to find out? Let's
Going
continue.
here? Let's take a little break.
I think I figured it out. There won't be a question of the day this episode because this episode's way too precarious. A lot of the questions I want to ask will depend on how the game ends, or at least I can influence people's answers. So instead, what I'll ask is, if you listen to this section, just type QLTD and then any emoji of your choice. But I imagine everybody wants to hear this because this is really, I think, maybe my biggest analysis. It won't be long, but I think it's very important. And I may forget to say it in the actual episode itself. So here we go. When making theories, I think one of the most important things is to ask yourself why. And in this case, what I'm asking myself is, why are there specifically 3 Mahos? Let me explain. When thinking about how this could happen normally, whenever somebody, I'm going to use Barry Allen as an example, travels back in time, typically there are 2 of him. He tries to avoid the other one of him, right? But what often ends up happening is that Barry realizes that traveling back in time was a mistake, and then he travels again to stop himself from traveling back in time. I'm mentioning that to say, what this other Maho with her memories and Grey Sister proves is that by Grey Sister traveling back in time, it does not remove the other version of her. Like some time travel stories, you just literally rewind time. This is more making another you, making a duplicate. So if that's the case, and at the very least it seems Grey Sister traveled back in time at least 3 or 4 times, I think it's way more than that, why are there only 3? Really, if the time travel works like it does, and every time Grey Sister travels back in time, there should be another Grey Sister that appears. But we're not seeing an army, we're just seeing 3. Now, based on the fusion aspect, I would assume that they fuse together in each timeline, but based on how Grey Sister talks, it seems more of a theoretical thing to her than something she's actually done. Meaning, that most likely isn't the case and wasn't necessary. It also seems unlikely to me that they would fight each other, because having a lot of you would only be a benefit in this case. It would be one way of fighting hacks. So, while I'm not sure why it works this way, my only conclusion can be that whenever Grey Sister travels back in time, the original Maho stays, but she's the only new Maho that appears, based on the time travel method that they're using. Perhaps because they're using the dimensional rift as a target point, so therefore it's like you're starting from 0. I have some thoughts, but the main thing is this. I'm pretty certain that this method of time travel does not create more than the Grey Sisters as time traveling. All the other timelines Eastwar explained before, it's like they're separate. So each time you time travel, it creates a separate timeline. but yet somehow we have 3. If we assume that they all are, because again, I don't know how the replacement thing works fully yet, but if we assume that 2 of them time traveled, that shouldn't be possible. At least not without this Grey Sister knowing about it. If you went to your past self and said, hey, let's both time travel, Grey Sister would have to know that, but clearly doesn't. So my thinking is this. Grey Sister fell in a dimensional rift. And that to me means that anything can happen. Possibly even a different method of time travel, or maybe time and space combined. Like, they can honestly do whatever they want in this case. And what I'm thinking is that through this method, perhaps because the endpoint was random, it wasn't Grey Sister's plan, this Maho just so happened to end up in this particular timeline. By this, I mean ours. Again, I don't know how the writers are gonna want it to work, but to me, that's the only thing that can make sense. Something different would have to happen in order for 3 to be here, but it not be the result of Grey Sister taking one purposefully from her dimension. Furthermore, there's 2 methods I can think of why this Maho will lose her memories. 1, the rift itself, but 2 could be just the length of time that Grey Sister was in the rift, eventually just forgetting about everything that had happened because it had been a very long time before Grey Sister could time travel. I think they mentioned something about Zuri being able to calculate time if, a long period of time passes. It could be something like that. Either way, to me, what's important is, especially since this Maho doesn't have Ziri, the time travel method had to have been different. But considering this Maho also has a Gehaburn shard, and so the Grey Sister, they must be linked. Maybe there's even a way to choose which timeline you can go back to, because you thought that one certain timeline had the best possible odds of you succeeding. Potentially because this R4 can also begin time travel if we do not stop them. I probably will try to make a mega video on this because there's a lot I'm leaving out in my deductions, and there's also some things that I don't know. But that's basically my thinking. Anywho, those are just my thoughts. We'll see if I'm correct or not in the future, but I feel very confident, like previously, that I'm at least on the right track. For the simple reason that the math is not mathing with how many there should be, unless a different method was involved. And like I said, I'm choosing to trust the writers, so that's my thinking, that has to be intentional. With that being said, like I said, if you saw this, please just type QOTD and an emoji. And you can comment on it if you want, but I worry that spoilers will be involved, so that's why I said QOTD but an emoji. But either way, post your thoughts about the episode as a whole down in the comments below, and I will see you all next time.